VOD people. It's the A Ton of Stream, day 8 of my streaming streak. Had a full day of tracking and recording already today, so again, probably a little baby stream, but we're still doing it. New Summer Like the Season is out. The song is called Quit Your Day Job. We've got 657 streams on it so far. Need that number to be bigger, so go hit stream. That would be just lovely. And you can send me tracks for feedback. Just hit the feedback command. Also, for anyone who subscribes and gifts a sub, you can send me stems and I will do a tutorial mix on stream. How cool. What great content. So that's what's happening. I'm a little tired, baby. Let's do a little stream. Here are some ads. Thanks, chatbot. Hey, Muty. The streak is alive. I don't know how long tonight is going to last. I was kind of falling asleep. A little bit of a... I require a nap. It was another full day of recording. But I'm putting in a nice little itty bitty stream. How's mixing going? Gonna grab a treat. Smoothie. 1 second. Hey, that's awesome. That sounds like some solid mixing for sure. Yeah, none of those questions were dumb either. Those were sweet. Good. Good little brain thinkers. Yeah, the annoying sounds. Those are very important to keep. Put them in exactly the right place. Okay, that's awesome. Compressor knowledge gained. Sounds like we could both use a little sleep. Okay, so I would use a limiter on a track. I mean, I don't use limiters that often in a mix, but I do sometimes. Um, one of which is if I want to just get like kick and snare. And there are a couple of songs, they're not out yet, but on the new Summer Like This Season, I would put limiters on kick and snare. And it's to just get those super again static kicks and snares where I can put them exactly where I want them to be in the mix, and they literally have like no dynamic range. There are songs that call for it where dynamic range of like a sound or an instrument is the enemy, and I want to get like a very generally like forward sound. So I just will limit that. I'll do it on kick and snare sometimes. It has to really call for it though. Kind of like if I want like an acoustic kit to sound a little more like a drum machine, I think that's the easiest way to put it. That's when I'll reach for a limiter. And then sometimes what I like to do is limit a sound like bass or sub. Get it really, really controlled, and then put an EQ after the limiter so that I can kind of like pick where in the spectrum and then do like boost EQ after the limiter. Say like, at 40 hertz. So then that sub is very compressed, but then 40 hertz is kind of like popped out of the limiter. I like doing that. I'll do that more often than other times. Sometimes I'll put limiters on buses, but I'd say that's pretty rare. Okay, yeah. I would definitely at this stage in the mix, uh if you just need a limiter for loudness just to work nicely, and hear what you're doing, allowable, but definitely put it in bypass as soon as you can. No, no news from Twitch. I just probably shouldn't do it. I think it's technically fine as long as I don't DMCA myself. Best master. There are a lot of good ones. I mean, if I just look at my reference folder right now, I think that it all depends on the context and what people are going for. And the best masters are the ones that suit the given material. And there is no, I guess that's the thing. Mastering isn't like a artistic process where it's like, ooh, look at this mastering. It's very objective. So like the last tracks that I brought in on references, I've got Alaska, David Bowie, DJ Shadow, FKA Twigs, Fleetwood Mac, Doja Cat, Imogen Heap. Got Jack White for rock stuff. Got a folder of Zeppelin, Medeski Martin Wood for some fusion stuff. See, I've got Of Montreal in here, Pink Floyd, Radiohead, Trans-Siberian Orchestra. What's the best one I've done? All of them. They're all top notch. It's just like hundreds in the last year. I mean, AI could replace anything. I guess if we're talking about like a fully functioning like artificial intelligence, like a new species that as far as like kind of like these recursive little like prompt boxes, no. Uh and then I would imagine it's more of a, yeah, I know, and the AI mastering on SoundCloud is ass. It's bad. I mean, people send it to me and stuff, and they're like, "Huh, can you beat this?" And it's like easily. Lander, SoundCloud. So the thing is that until an AI can like write notes about a mix, it will not be sufficient. That's a ways off. That's many, many, many iterations away. Ads. The ads are doing feedback for sure. Yeah, I mean, technically, I think a lot of people kind of feel that way about it. But the thing is that there is the crucial step in mastering, the most important one, is like feedback on a client mix and mix revisions and mix notes. Because there's only so much that you can do with a stereo file. And I guess the thing is I say this a lot about like, will AI replace things? I think AI will replace, or like, will AI replace human workers in XYZ? Will AI replace journalists or whatever? And I honestly think that there is like a very middle of the road milk toast, like personality-less approach that like people have taken to like certain like artistic tasks, be it mastering or journalism or anything, where like, yeah, those things could absolutely be replaced by an AI. Chad Chatterson at the Washington Post, writing out grind articles, can probably be replaced. A mastering engineer that just zips tracks through and checks boxes and hits parameters could be replaced. But, someone that does like sends detailed mix revisions, gets a feel for the music, I think that'll be hard to replace. It would be hard to replace like Hunter S. Thompson with AI in in their prime. But then that said, that's like a really antagonistic mindset. It's very Philip K. Dick actually had like a whole essay on it about like the some of the, what is it, the fascist aesthetics in science fiction, like throughout the 50s, 60s, and 70s, where there's an assumed antagonism between mankind and aliens, an assumed antagonism between mankind and robots, like in Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? And so it's like a PKD thing about how, a lot of our assumed antagonism, these robots will replace us, or we will replace these, or we will fight with this. There's just like an inherent like militarism to it. And then you've got like your, and that's maybe short-sighted. Then you've got your Star Treks, you know, the version of like Data or the hologram Doctor and Voyager, where they're not like replacing crew, it's augmenting crew and working alongside. So I'll always go with, you know, space communism. Oh yeah, the Prime Directive is a little joke. Okay, kick and bass side chain is a little bit unnatural. I would tweak the release time. Bass is okay, work in progress. Bass is pretty underwhelming at this moment. I mean, this is just where it's at. Maybe you're going to address all this. Sidechain's rough. Sounds like a little bit more release time. I can definitely say that it is not correct. but you just gotta get it timed a little bit better to the bass. Can't tell you which way to move it for sure. It sounds like it needs a little more. Mid-range is really underdeveloped. Like 500 to 3K. That's where you're going to want to spend the most time in your mix. Right in the middle there. Look at vocals, look at instrumentals, look at your snare. Just get them. Right now it's just very scooped out. Doesn't sound loud. Even bass. Probably like 500. That's a nice little tune for sure. Probably less gain reduction too. Less ducking. Oh, it's tucking on the master? Wouldn't let it do that. That's probably your culprit. Massive as a synth? Nothing wrong with that. But the Yeah, not sure what's going on there, but what I can say is that it feels it's not sinning necessarily. You can do whatever. But the thing is, the results here, the results of the pump are not good. So, Maximus, okay. Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't think. I don't feel like you're making like informed decisions, and it would be better just not doing that. The Yeah, I would leave the master track empty at this point. You might just kind of be doing stuff for the sake of doing stuff. Yeah, get the pump within the mix. You know, you'll see people do stuff like that, and they're generally, if it's sounding good, they've probably produced many, 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 many tracks in that way, or they've like, you know, kind of gone from a traditional track up, and then they have an ear for when something is working, and then they can work top down. But the thing is that again, like the people that you'll see doing stuff like that at a really high level, they have loads of experience. And if it's sounding good, they can really dial it in. The best practice is going to be from building it from the track up. Or, you know, really just grind and get this top down method more more squared away. But it just feels like you're going to be chasing your tail at this point. Yeah, I mean, you can get that bounce on the kick. I mean, I would do, you know, you could sidechain it to various elements, bass to start, but sometimes I'll have like vocals, like maybe a little bit of them ducked by kick or reverbs and stuff like that, and be more targeted with it. This doesn't sound nice and bouncy right now. This sounds um sloppy. I wouldn't be like, "Ooh, nice bouncy kick." I'm hearing the, you know, the whatever method of ducking is happening. It just reads as sloppy. So, um I guess what I'm saying is don't worry, you're also not getting a nice and bouncy kick in the current way either. So it's a perfect time to develop a new skill in probably a more traditional way. Acute, what's up? Okay, welcome to the stream, everybody. Here's what's going on. First off, I was recording all day. So I'm tired. But new track is out. It's called Quit Your Day Job. Link is in chat. We just hit 666. 666. 666 plays. It's happened on stream. So that's exciting. Congratulations. New song is out. We're doing that. We can watch the number go up. Also, you can send me tracks for feedback. Just hit the feedback command as per usual. And also, for the time being, anyone who subscribes and gifts a sub can send me stems and I will do a tutorial mix on stream. How fun. Oh, good clip. New track is out. It's called Quit Your Day Job. Link is in chat. We just hit 666. 666. 666 plays. It's happened on stream. So that's exciting. New track is out. It's called Quit Your Day Job. Link is in the chat. We just hit 666. 666. Good clipping. Okay, we got a track from Acute. Downloads enabled. I am pretty Beelzebubby for sure. Me and Beelzebub are tight. That's nice. Toronto's fun. This is very nice. To a degree, album opener can kind of be whatever you want. It's a place to stretch your legs as far as technical things. What I would be careful about on this, and also probably the rest of the album, is stereo imaging. This is incredibly wide. And I can hear, like, even in stereo, I can hear how phasey it is. So I would tighten that up. And then in mono, it does sound quite rough. But kind of up to you on like an opener, but I would definitely be very careful throughout the album. Definitely vibes though. Probably take first off, you could visualize it. Take a look at reverbs. Take a look at uh mid side. Solo the sides, listen to what's at the sides. Mix in mono if you can. Get a sense of balance. Uh, yeah, you could train them by just listening to a bunch of shit. I mean, kind of like, I don't know, as far as a cohesive pedagogical method of hearing phasing. I don't have one. I have just listened to a lot of stuff. Um, oh, and then acute. I would also say that it's like, okay, so there's a lot of doubled synths. Not every single synth needs to be doubled. I guess not every single sound needs to be pushed as wide as it possibly can. That's why I think that that's like goes a lot into saying like why it sounds so um smeared in stereo, because there's no reference points, there's no like focal like in focus imaging for me to like latch onto. So when everything is super wide, nothing is wide. Kind of a way to think about it. You want like the super wide things to be special sauce. Whereas if I take this mix and put it into mono, there's nothing there. We got nothing to grab onto. For sure, cute. What's up, Conclave? Okay. I'm super very tired. So there's not a lot of streaming left in me. It's been a whole week of basically I've had like full band recording sessions every day, and then I do a little night stream. I am knackered. Streak, but we are keeping the streak alive. Streak. I have done over an hour, so that feels pretty good. I'm going to put out a last call. Okay, Conclave sent me something. I will take a listen to Conclave. Anybody else that wants to send something in, this is the last call. I'll get to everything, though. Hit play on this link. New song is out. It is good. It's a banger.
To all the raiders in the nation.
typical phone chatter, giving 1 dB mix adjustments.
This one is dedicated to all the raiders in the nation.
Ah, yes, the old palm check. Streaming codec to phone. The best. Streaming the stream. Okay. So Conclave, I love the arrangement. I really do. I really think that the song, this is one of the, this is in its bones. This is an absolute banger. Really love the song. Really, really, really do. And this is interesting because I've also always loved your mixes. You have a very nice, yes, still just sketching. It's very interesting because I've loved your mixes, for the years. You have a generally nice attention to detail. What's interesting though is I think just, for science, you don't have a mix environment right now. And in general, even just your last environment, which you just knew really well, you just kind of gravitated towards because I know what your sketches usually sound like, I'm familiar with your work. And you would arc towards a generally good sound. So I say this with only love and respect. But this is starting to sound dog shit. In a fascinating way. It just is, only for science do I say it. So I do. I think that the sketch is really nice, and I think that the arrangement just absolutely slaps. Yeah, you're not really caring about its sound for sure. So I'm not casting doubt or aspersions, but I think that you have some work ahead of you on this. But I think it's going to be really worthwhile work because the song is great. The music is awesome. Yeah. Swap later. Yeah, I know that's your plan. I'm just generating content. I've got, I'm doing React content. I'm reacting to what's in front of me. And I know you've got a really solid plan. Just be sure to stay on target. This is awesome. Love the song. Super fun. It rules. Yeah, move it over and do new sounds. I think that'll be awesome. I don't know if there's an official producing into mixing no zone. I guess that it's the no zone when you don't know what you're doing. I think, and that's so it's it's a variable no zone depending on who's doing it, because I think that there's just a point For some people, it doesn't exist. The producing to mixing, like the transference zone. There's no demilitarized zone there. It's a free state. You can travel as you please. But then there are some producers that should absolutely be like apartheid. Do not cross the demilitarized zone. Cool. Yeah, the song's super awesome. Song's the most important part. All right. I don't know. Let's end on a high note. Conclave's song is very good. Everyone's doing a very good job. I liked the music that I heard. Life is grand. I'll see everybody tomorrow. I don't have a recording session tomorrow, so there should be a proper stream. But bon voyage. Great stream. See you next time.